YouTube channel. Today I'm just going to be giving you the tea on how to apply to law school. I've taken some notes so that I don't leave anything out. If you think that this video ends up being helpful for you, then please like it, leave a comment, ask questions, and I'll respond to them because, you know, I'm just starting this channel. I don't have a lot of followers or anything. I got time. And yeah, go ahead and subscribe if this content is beneficial for you. So let's get into these steps for applying to law school. The first thing is to create a Law School Admissions Council account, and that's an LSAC account. And this is the account that you will use to register to take the test that you need to apply to law schools, as well as the account that you will use to apply to law schools in bulk. The second step is to reach out to recommenders. You want to make sure you do this well in advance, because sometimes you might have recommenders who are very busy, because I'm sure you are reaching out to people who are important people, so they have a lot on their plate. So you want to make sure you give yourself time to reach out to them gracefully, to kind of give them that nudge and remind them about your recommendation letter if needed. I think that a good professional period would be 6 weeks, but you could probably pull off a month. Anything less than that, they might feel might be unprofessional. So keep that in mind. And you want to reach out to people who know you, maybe teachers or professors who have worked with you on research projects, or just that obviously you received a great grade from. That's important. And that have some knowledge of your character and can speak to great things about you. And then the third one is to take the LSAT. This is the Law School Admissions Test, LSAT. And this is a test that, more than anything, tests your strategy and your discipline. So if you don't do too well on it, don't think that it means you're not going to get into a good law school or that you're not smart. It tests more so your strategy than how intelligent you are. And with this, you want to speak to a counselor, because it can be expensive to take this test, especially if you need to take it more than once. So you want to speak to a counselor or someone at your school who can let you know about receiving an LSAT fee waiver, which would mean you would get to take the test for free. And then another thing to keep in mind is that there are many different ways to study and strategize for this, but some key things are to make sure that you have a good strategy. You set that strategy in the beginning, you are consistent and disciplined, and then having a community of people who are taking it can be helpful as well. I am in an organization that hosted a Law School Admissions 101 event, and our LSAT panelist spoke about how she achieved a high LSAT score and what she did to study. And she said the one thing that she did, since she didn't have other friends who were preparing for the LSAT, is that she joined online communities where people were looking to study with other people. And so they would get on Zoom and study together. This can be good for those people who may not be as disciplined alone. And then the third step is to write a personal statement. And so in this personal statement, you want to talk about, 1, who you are, and 2, why you're interested in law school. And it's a good idea to tailor it to the specific law school that you are applying to. Now, if you're applying to like 20 law schools or something, obviously that might not be feasible for 20 law schools, but at the very least, you want to make sure that you go into the letter and take out each school's name. You do not want to submit a personal statement to Howard University talking about how much you want to get into Harvard. Okay, you want to make sure that is correct. But I think that for your favorite schools, maybe like your top 5, it is a good idea to speak to why you want to attend those schools specifically, because some of them will be looking for that. The next thing that you want to do is select schools to apply to via the LSAC website. And so nowadays it's a great opportunity for you to get information about different schools by simply Googling them. And if you want to see more about how to select a law school, how to decide which law schools to apply to, then I will put my video for that somewhere in here, and I'll also link it down below, because that is a whole other can of worms. There are a lot of factors that go into that. But the good thing about LSAC's website is that you can apply to all of those schools in one fell swoop. Once you have your transcript, make sure you order that. That's another step I didn't explicitly mention, so I'll just say that it is step 4, and step 5 is applied to the law schools. But make sure you have your transcript and your recommendation letters, like all of those. The LSAC website is going to be sending them to the schools that you apply to in bulk, so you don't have to go and collect those individually every single time. Okay, so I hope that this video was helpful for you. I'm going to put some graphics down below and probably on my website, which I'll link below as well, that can give you these steps in a very easy to understand manner. And if you have any questions, I really have a heart for this. I want people, especially people of color, to get into the law schools of their choice, because as Black people are less than 5% of attorneys in the United States, Black women less than 2%. But I want to help you regardless of your color, but definitely I have a heart for underrepresented people who are from underrepresented groups getting into the law schools of their choice. So I will go out of my way to reply to people who have questions about this, and to, if I don't have the answers for you, link you to someone who can help you with that more, maybe a mentor or someone I know at the school that you would like to attend. So if you want to know how I chose my law school, then I'll link that below as well. And as well as the video on how to select a law school in general, that will be linked and here in the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful to you. See you next time. If it was helpful, subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.